power without control is dangerous. That's what Pierre says. Now, you have an INEC. Now, coming to the system now. You have an INEC that should totally live up to the expectation and the true interpretation and meaning of being independent. And INEC is compromised. INEC has had so much of time.
In Ekiti State or in other parts of the country? I'm
talking about systemic defaults.
Okay, all right.
Look at Anambra. Look at the election, the central election in Delta. Most times when people cannot see the transparency of the body that is supposed to have, this is one civic exercise that is the easiest but the most important. To get people to go and pay their taxes is a civic responsibility, but it comes with a lot of trouble. You have to mobilize people, but then election, put your hand to the ballot paper, put it in the ballot and walk away. But you see, once you get that wrong, you are temporarily, your life is momentarily set about, at least minimum for the next 4 years. So what you will expect, the minimum, irreducible minimum, we will expect from agents of state, instruments of state, will be total transparency. Once they have our confidence that they are not going to subterraneously go ahead and, for instance, if somebody says, I voted here at the last election, and now I can't find my name there. That is a recipe for crisis. Okay. Or you go and look at the police, and people begin to hoodwink the police and all of that, and they know that the police is, an average policeman is very vulnerable. And then they throw bait to them and compromise the system. So the recourse now is to serve, like my brother said. And then let me say this to you. The risk we run as a nation, the risk we run is when our institutions become so vulnerable, so discrepant, so unreliable that people can't trust it anymore, people would naturally have recourse to self-help. And I hope it doesn't happen this election. Mobilized.
Let me bring in Chief Awe. Chief Awe, how is the APC preparing for the elections? Because we have heard it said a number of times by the opposition party that this state is theirs.
Well, thank you very much. One of the primary aims and objectives of setting up a political party is to participate effectively in election. Election to us at the political level is the examination for students. So how well are we prepared? We are very well prepared for the election, and this is not the first time that we will be going to the polls in Ekiti State. The APC as a party, judging by what His Excellency has done as the governor of the state to all the nook and crannies of Ekiti State, I believe what is left for us at the political level is to mobilize our people, to see what is on ground, and then pay back to the government of Ekiti State under the leadership of APC governor. So, to us in National Congress, we have mobilized our people in all the 177 wards of Ekiti State. Also, we are planning every day to see to it that we participate in an election that we divide of rancor. The opposition may have their say, but I know there is no way by which they will override us in the coming election. We are not just saying this because of sin for sake, but with what is on ground in Ekiti. At least we got here a little bit over 3 years. They have been there for 7 years. You cannot compare what is on ground with what we met. We have improved the situation tremendously. And if our election is by what we are able to do to the people, I know Ekiti people will reward us. So, in acting for our preparation for the forthcoming election in Ekiti State, I must say we are fully prepared and we will go into the election. If you see what is on ground now, other political parties cannot categorically say this is where they are going, but we know where we are coming from and where we are heading for. And that's why we are saying that in National Congress, we have to maintain the crop of leadership that we have now. Because in Yoruba parlance, when a medicine is working wonderfully for you, you don't throw it away. Rather, you keep it for a rainy day.
Is there any collaboration between the political parties to ensure peaceful elections?
We are doing that. We are doing that under the aegis of CNPP, that is Conference of Nigeria Political Parties. Also, the law enforcement agency, they are inviting us nearly every week to participate in how to keep the state peaceful. The INEC too, they are doing that, despite the Anambra yet we've had a lot of meetings here saying that we will not have a repeat of Anambra in Ekiti State. Because yeah.
Okay. Well, we have to wrap up now. Your final word in terms of how Ekiti State, how you see things panning out. Your final word.
My concern is about credible elections in Ekiti State. We've missed it over the years. We need to start getting things right. We need to correct the impressions we got from Delta Central and from Anambra. And Ekiti should be a turning point because that election means so much to quite a number of people. And I don't want us to descend into their list.
Okay.
Well, I've said it. I hope that in due course we'll have enough time to be able to engage the people some more. The next 6 months will be the most important 6 months in the life of Ekiti people. Yeah. The next 6 months. And the countdown has started. I have no doubt in my mind that today Ekiti is looking up. It's a destination of choice for people looking at so many indices. And we have made up our minds to go forward. We are not going to go backward anymore. Okay. What I would plead is to send my words to Professor Jide at this point in time, send it to the police boss and all the guys who would have things to do.
The election.
Elections. The political parties definitely will try to throw up stuff. But the point is that they must hand the transparency that we deserve to make this election the kind of election that we want.
Your last word, Chief Awe?
Transparency is the word. That both the participants should be transparent enough, the INEC, the police, and the people also. We are going to have registration very soon. INEC should be, try as much as possible to be open. Conduct the registration exercise very well and display the list as at when due, so that individual can go there and examine. Okay. So politicians, we will continue to talk to our people.
All right.
The state can only get development in an atmosphere of peace.
All right. Thank you very much, Chief Jide Awe, Interim Chairman of APC, Mr. Bolade Omonijo, Member, Editorial Board of the Nation newspaper, and of course, Congressman, Honorable Member of the House, a Federal Representative. Bimbo Daramola, thank you very much. And Sunrise is not going away. We'll take a break. When we come back, another interesting conversation on the way. Join us again.